Back with us now, New York State Assemblyman Ed Ra. Ed, it's great to have you back on. What's the status of Governor Cuomo's impeachment? It's good to see you. What's the status of Governor Cuomo's impeachment?
So the Democratic conference last week decided to move forward with an inquiry through the Assembly Judiciary Committee. So my understanding is they're trying to get started with that. They're hiring, I believe, an outside law firm, and it will be conducted by that Assembly Committee, which does have subpoena power. But there's actually a story that was just posted within the last hour about really the details of that meeting when they made that decision. It's clear that the entire group wasn't really on board with this approach and wanted to, I think, move a little more swiftly like the Assembly Republicans had tried to last week.
Okay, got it. So it could come faster than people may realize. So we've got one of New York Governor Cuomo's 7 accusers, Charlotte Bennett, revealed more shocking claims in a 4-hour sit-down with investigators. She's saying that basically she provided investigators with 120 pages of detailed records, other documentary evidence to corroborate her accusations, saying Cuomo created a sexually charged, hostile, toxic workplace, that he used to like to brag about the size of his hand to women, and that he was looking for a girlfriend who was at least age 22 or older. So he would date anyone over age 22 or older. So, you know, this is kind of unseemly stuff in the workplace if these accusations are true. Are you guys going to add all of this? How do you handle this? Do you add that? Do you add workplace retaliation? Do you add obstruction of justice? What are you going to do?
Our understanding is that the Judiciary Committee inquiry is going to, is really open-ended to including all these different things. I think it's obvious that anything that comes out further needs to be added as well. We like the other day we had this this report that county executives throughout the state were getting phone calls from the former secretary to the governor who was working on vaccine distribution, which kind of presents a clear threat that perhaps that could be jeopardized by not supporting the governor. So I think all of this needs to be included in the investigation.
Yeah, people are saying that that's grounds enough for impeachment. That the COVID czar the vaccine czar for Cuomo, Larry Schwartz, has been calling local county executives, gauging their political support for Cuomo, and tying their vaccine supply to that political support. They deny all of that. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio really angry. Watch.
What we've heard is about the governor and his team trying to link vaccine supply to political support. That is the definition of corruption. It is disgusting. It is dangerous. There are lives on the line, and it cannot be tolerated. There needs to be now a full investigation of that, on top of the investigation of the nursing home scandal, the investigation of the sexual harassment and molestation. There needs to be an investigation of why a senior official in the governor's office clearly tried to link vaccine supply to political support. It's unacceptable, and we are not going to stand for it. And if we see any effort to reduce the vaccine supply to New York City as political retribution, we will bring it right out in the open.
What do you think, Assemblyman?
Well, I don't say this often, but I agree with Mayor de Blasio. Whether the vaccines came up directly in any of these calls is really immaterial. This is the individual that these county executives have been dealing with to try to get vaccines into their counties. So I think it's pretty clear when that person is calling you, asking you to gauge, your support for the governor, that implied threat is there.
All right, Assemblyman Ed Ra, good to see you. Come back soon.